Hello, welcome. My name is Eugene. I am a lecturer in Kenya. I teach professional courses such as SCCA and CPA. My videos cover various topics found in these professional courses. The main subjects covered are management accounting, performance management, and quantitative analysis. I welcome everyone interested in learning something. Sit back, relax, and let's begin. In this video, I will take you through how to prepare payoff tables using one question. This is the second video on how to prepare payoff tables. You can check out the other video. The question is, C Limited produces and sells fresh juice. The juice is packaged in bottles. The company's policy is to sell the fresh juice by the end of the day since it will get spoiled. At the end of the day, any unsold juice is donated to a homeless shelter. The cost of producing one bottle of juice is $0.8 and the selling price per bottle is $1.9. When the demand is more than supply, the company produces additional bottles of juice to satisfy the excess demand. The cost of producing the additional bottles is $1.1 per bottle. The selling price per bottle remains the same. For the last 60 days, the sales were as follows. This table contains the sales data. Required, prepare a payoff table and show all the possible profit outcomes. In this problem, the decision alternatives are the production levels. We will match the production quantities to the demand quantities. This means that the production quantities are 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000. The uncertain variable is demand, since it is an external factor that is beyond the control of the company. The payoff is profit. To calculate the profit, we require the total revenue for the quantity sold, the normal production cost for the quantity produced, and the additional production cost when the demand quantity is more than the production quantity. When the production quantity is more than the demand quantity, which means the supply is more than the demand, there will be some unsold juice. The value of the unsold juice is 0, since the unsold juice is donated to a homeless shelter free of charge. We will use this formula to calculate the profit. The probabilities for the demand quantities are calculated by taking the number of days for that demand quantity, like 18, divided by the total number of days, which is 60. We do that also for the other demand quantities as displayed in the table. When the demand quantity is the same as the production quantity, 1,000 bottles, then all the units produced will be sold. The profit computation is as follows. In this case, we'll not have any additional production nor unsold juice. Secondly, when the demand quantity is 1,500 bottles and production quantity is 1,000 bottles, this is a case whereby demand is more than supply. Therefore, we'll have additional production to satisfy the excess demand. The additional quantity produced will be 500. All the units will be sold at the same price, $1.9. But for the normal production, we have a cost of $0.8. Additional production cost, the cost is $1.1. Thirdly, when the demand is 2,000 bottles, production is 1,000 bottles. Again, we have demand more than supply. We'll have additional production cost for the additional units to satisfy the demand. The additional quantity will be 1,000 units. Again, all the units will be sold at the same price, but for normal production, the cost per bottle is 0.8. Additional production, the cost per bottle is 1.1. For a production level of 1,500 bottles, when the demand is 1,000 bottles, that's a case whereby demand is less than supply. When demand is less than supply, we'll have unsold juice. And for the unsold juice, the value is 0 since the unsold juice will be donated to the homeless shelter free of charge. The profit computation is as follows. When the demand is 1,500 bottles, it is equal to the production quantity 1,500 bottles. Everything produced will be sold. The profit computation is as follows. When the demand is 2,000, which is greater than the production 1,500, in this case demand is more than supply, we'll have additional production cost. To satisfy the demand, the additional quantity will be 2,000 minus 1,500, which is 500 bottles. The profit computation is as follows. Again, you can sell all the units at the same price, but for the normal production cost, we have the 1,500 bottles, and for the additional production cost, we have 500 bottles. At this point, you can pause the video and try to calculate the profit values when the production quantity is 2,000 bottles. Ensure that you can calculate 300, 1,250, and 2,200. Goodbye. See you in the next video.